a 2-op setup. But they're going to go ahead. They have the CT side first, so we'll see what they can do here early on.
All right, so let's start things off, ladies and gentlemen. So for Luminosity Gaming on the CT side, we have Lex, Hades, Frost, Anger, and Flom. And for Denal, we got Flosik, Sang, Valence, Automatic, and Professor Chaos, right, as slow PC. Let's start things off here on this pistol. Lots of decoys to try to sell a fake towards long, but nobody's pushed up here for the CT side. They actually stacked up towards B first, but the action comes in towards the A-bomb site, and they get denied. Both of them, Flom and Anger, get absolutely demolished, and Sanks is going to plan it for Catwalk right now. That's why one is watching the flank, but a quick rotation comes back in. Sanks gets the frag, going head to head against Frost, who's the last man standing, and Sanks gets the dual kill here to end the round and the pistol win for Denal Esports.
Yep, just a pretty quick A execution there. Go ahead and take up the A Catwalk, and then, as you said, knowing that they were going to plan for short once they got in there and got that bomb site, they go ahead and leave the one player in the lower B tunnels. He goes and sits back and gets the flank, and then after that it's really hard to go ahead and try to do any sort of retake with just 2 players left on the Luminosity side. But again, now we actually going to see probably a quick B take here from Denial. They're pushing in, and there's actually a huge B stack here from Luminosity. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with the pistols, as Denial comes in and just destroys them. The only one picking up a frag was Lex, and that was a real clean sweep for Denial as they enter site, and that just leaves Hades all by himself.
That's right, so I think my mic might be a little bit low that people are telling me, Holden, so let me bring it up here.
I can up you on my side as well, and potentially
up me,
lower
brother,
myself.
Up me. I'm not going to touch anything, so it's all up to you. But a great job there for Denali Esports. They had the B spawns, they had the submachine rifle, and also a Tech 9 on the entry. So there's nothing more we could ask for there. Just storm it in. Go for trades. That's exactly what it did, taking the firepower to their advantage, as LG couldn't hold that out. This round, it's going to be a full save for Luminosity Gaming. 3 P250s, a 4th one watching the flash. So they're going to try to do maybe a pop flash and peek back out if anybody was coming in there. But everybody's going inside B, and Lex is going to open it up. He's going to get the first kill, but cannot hold it fast enough for the guys to rotate across. One guy's still watching the flank, though, towards mid. That's going to be Automatic, getting $600 out of that kill onto Anger, and he's going to be the one lurking around and maybe looking for a flank. So now, because of that, they're forcing LG to just stay behind. Quick, big pop flash. Trying to get the trade. Automatic gets the kill blinded, but Flom finally capitalizes in for that kill. Picks up the UMP. Meanwhile, the bomb was planted at a default spot. So Flom at this point, I don't know if he should save the UMP. I think what would be good right now is for him to maybe get 1 or 2 more kills with it to just stack up on the money, because that'll put him up at 600 or 1200 respectively, depending on the amount of kills. And then he's going to be looking good to maybe even drop an op here on the next round if he needed to, or buy himself an op, should I say. So with that being said, the bomb is going to go off. He's going to go on a hunt because he doesn't mind to lose this gun right now. And that is going to be it, denied by Flosik. So it's going to be 3-0, 3 unanswered rounds, but the first big important gun round for both of these teams.
Yep, that's right. I thought Automatic was going to pick up both the 2 guys when he was blind there with that UMP, but only gets the 1, but that's all right. And now, as you said, and look at this. I talked about at the beginning of the game, Frost and Flom both have ops on their back, so they're going to go with this double op set early. We'll actually go ahead and see where they're playing. We've got Frost, he's actually going to be playing mid, and Flom's going to be playing over here towards long, or towards the A side. So he's going to be probably playing that quick rotator up towards Goose, sort of try to hold off both the cat and long aggression, and then rotate quickly through mid if Frost was to get dropped. And it looks like they may be doing that mid take with the smokes that they placed on Catwalk.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Anger already rotated back towards mid to support. But Flom watching the Catwalk, getting the first kill of this round. Frost missing that shot, so he sees 2 up on Catwalk. So the rotation's going to be coming soon right now. Flex is still watching towards B just in case, because the action's just a little bit slower now, because they just got denied by smoke to cover up Denial's push on to this brick towards elbow of Catwalk. So Frost is just going to maintain his position at mid and hopefully catch one off guard here, but Automatic is looking through those double doors, and I like this. I love this boost to look over the wall. He's going to spot him right now, and just a little bit late on the reaction, Automatic is going to get that kill. So that opens it up right now for them to be able to take this middle take and then maybe work inside B. So now also with that being said, they have the op of Automatic that could look towards long, but they're going to smoke out the CT spawn to make it towards this B bomb site. So Lex, meanwhile, though, look at that. He rotated out towards B into lower B tunnels. Now he's making a lot of noise. He's going to get spotted. He should have stayed inside B and just watch it from the doors. But he still manages to get the kill onto Flosik on the platform to even things up. But Automatic watching that flank on that rotation inside CT spawn. Lex capital on the second one, trying to get a third one to no avail. So Anger, the last man standing, up down by Automatic, who gets a 3K for that round. Survives it at 9 HP. and that was a great take there for Denali Esports, despite losing a player at the beginning of the round.
Yep, and I think the scenario there was just Lex was hoping to be able to work the retake with his teammates. I think he realized that he was just going to be overrun in the B bomb site. They had already worked out mid. They smoked up. He didn't have anybody being able to help him because they'd smoked off that entire CT connection area. So he wasn't going to have any help. So he backs up into the B tunnels. But at that point, it's just really kind of too late because they had already taken B and had the presence outside. So they stopped the rotators coming over. That was automatic working the B doors. So Lex unable to retake it with his team, and now we've actually got Valens just sitting out here B tunnels, and there's a bit of a sack in there, and he's going to run into 3 guys with pistols if he decides to stick around.
Yeah, but it's a one-on-one peek every single time, so he's going to be able to make it safely back towards T-spawn. Meanwhile, we are taking over along with the remaining 4 guys on the T side. They've cleared it out. It is a save round coming in for LG no matter what, though, and they have only invested towards small pistols, so P250s all across the board except for Anger with the 5.7. Because of that, if they lose this round, they're going to be maxed out on the bonus money, which will definitely give them enough money to go for this double op setup again and hopefully redeem themselves from the first round. So Anger coming into contact with his opponent here up on catwalk. Up shot missed by Automatic. Comes back down towards mid. And he's able to maybe salvage an AK-47 here. He has to reload this 5.7. Nobody's watching the flank, though, so Automatic, though, still manages to get the kill before Professor Chaos was able to come out. So Anger pinned up on catwalk. If he doesn't die from the guns, he's going to die from the bomb. And Automatic does the drive-by with the P250 and gets around here 5-0 in favor of Denali Esports. And now LG definitely has to turn it up. Look at them. None of them really have made an impact in this game so far because they are stuck in this buy-save situation all the time here, Nedlow.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, and it's really a byproduct of this double op defense, right? If it works, you know, if you're winning rounds, it's fine, and you build up an economy. But as soon as you go for that double op setup, and then you lose a round, all of a sudden you're really hurt. Because you look at it, they've got double ops again this round, but if you look at their money, they have a couple of guys with under $200 after this. So they're going to be in another. Oh boy, but Lex here is going to get pushed, and he was not ready for that flash.
Yeah, but Anger is able to drop 3 from the CT spawn. That was such a bad smoke. He's able to keep it open. Drop 3 right now, going for a pump flash, looking for the ace. Puts him down to so low. Finally gets taken down by Valens, but this is so good right now for LG. And like you said, if somebody needs to step it up, it should be Anger, and he did. But Automatic evens it up on a 2 versus 2 situation. 24 HP is all he needs right now because he's got a bolt rifle here with a 1-shot, 1 kill. Frost trying to look back here with the crossfire set up towards CT spawn with his teammate, but Hades is hearing this rotation. He's going to lob the nade. That's going to miss just a little bit too far. Valens going to be able to get that plant. That molly on the ground, keeping it inside CT spawn for them to be able to plant up for catwalk. So this is a huge round right now for Denial. Frost in a rotation. It's going to be a 1 versus 1. Oh, catches him off guard with a nade in his hand. Gets flash, misses the P250. That is Automatic. Meanwhile, the offshot only leg Frost, so they have to move in. Gets the kill, and they're looking to win this game right now, or this round, for Valens and Automatic. Hades moving into the site, fully flashed, and then gets spammed through the smoke. And that is Valens and Automatic going clutch on this 4 versus 2 to make it 6-0, and that has to hurt the morality of LG.
Automatic almost dropped the ball on that, though. He obviously was at the HP disadvantage there on catwalk, and he had Anger flash. Excuse me, he had the player on catwalk flashed, and I thought he had the clear opportunity there to go ahead and get the frag, and he missed it early on. I was a little scared for him with how low HP was. It was just a couple nades that had been better placed, and that was the turning point. Anger had done a huge amount that round. He actually comes up and pushes mid with his teammate there and gets one early. He was outside long. Valens, though, he's at long himself, gets one. And wow, they're just pushed up because of their eco. They're pushed up everywhere, and they're just kind of getting these unsuspecting frags. And Automatic, he's going to get dropped as well.
Good. It's so good because they dropped the bomb too. So they're catching everybody off guard, getting the execution shots as well. Now they have the 1-minute advantage. Frost has an op in his hand on top of that too. So he can watch it if Valens is going to drop inside CT spawn. But Valens is going to decide to creep up on catwalk, which is a smarter move right now because Valens is moving down towards lower B. So they could focus right now on trades, but then have to go on a clutch situation of a 2 versus 1 right after that. So let's see what's going to happen. Still plenty of time to work with on the clock, so they could still lurk around, still have nades and smokes. Should I say have nades, smokes, and a molly, but they don't need to use it right now. Valens gets the kill. Offshot missed by Frost.
Oh, no!
Makes them pay for the price on that whiff. So that is another demoralizing round coming in right now, but LG, Hades, looking from behind right now. He might be able to clutch it, or should I say flank him. He's coming out from dark spot, catches him on the execution, sees the barrel of the last guy. The bomb is down, trying to win this fight, but he whiffs the rest of his spray. Oh my god, if he only had the taps in, he probably could have had the kill, but Valens wins this one. Another big 3K coming in for Valens, but on the top of that, at the end of the day, it was a still good eco round for LG, but that should have been their round to win.
Yeah, as you said, stellar eco, and they have plenty of money now to be able to buy here, but again, their economy is just so up and down with the way this has worked out for them. It's going to be difficult the entire game if they don't start stringing a couple rounds together. They've actually got a bit of a long stack up. This is their normal A take or A setup because they go ahead and give up Cat early because they know they're not going to be able to beat him there. And Flosic takes out 2 real quick at long, and now all of a sudden LG's at the disadvantage one more time.
Frost here with the EWP. He's going to try to look up on platform. The pre-fired shots from the EWP coming from automatic inside pit, but he's going to fall back just for a bit right now. We do have Flom up on catwalk, so they are in a tough pickle right now in terms of the oppers, but at least Flom was able to no, I thought he dropped the bomb carrier due to my X-ray, but it's actually dropped inside T-spawn. So it was the pickoff game going for denial. They go for that, like you said, Holden, the way that they push towards long to try to take control of that area, but that smoke basically didn't give him a chance to get the right M4 silent spray to try to get the kills. So now it comes down to them with the peekers with the op. Easy shot by Flom to get the headshot onto Valens. Bomb is going to get picked up. They're going to try to work towards long. Frost missing the first shot, but finally connects the second one. Sees the last 2 guys because he saw 2 smokes coming across. He's going to walk through the smoke. Oh, this is going to be huge, but he made too much noise, so Automatic was able to turn it around easily and get the kill. And just like that, it's going to be a 2 versus 2 situation. Op and AK versus M4 and Op for both teams right now as the bomb is planted. Now Flom coming in from catwalk gets the headshot into Flosic. But it's planted. It's not really planted for long, so this is going to be tough right now for Automatic to win this. The peek comes through. He misses the second shot, and then Flom coming big this time puts the first round on the scoreboard for LG, and that is him with the hold. If not, man, it was going to be a hard battle here for LG. So hopefully they can capitalize on this, Holden.
Yeah, and again, it was the ops of Frost and Flom who really actually were able to salvage that round for them. Flom pushed up on catwalk with his op. He goes ahead and gets the one in mid, and then Frost the one quick one at long. So, and then obviously Flom getting the frag at the end. So you got to watch them be able to see if they can continue to do that. And actually, again, Frost, because of that win, he's able to get an op as well. And they actually pushed up again. That 3-man push up at long. Flom go ahead and get the early frag on Sanks, and now we see most of Denial down in the lower B. They're probably going to try to work some mid control here, but they have a huge stack upcoming. There's 2 Luminosity players just waiting for him.
Yeah, and that... Oh, he's getting spammed so much, this is anger! Finally returns the favor onto Flosic, but he's the one that's tapped down the most here, down at 26 HP. The way I like how LG's playing the CT side with that 3-man push at the beginning when we had the first gun rounds was because you actually had Frost at middle opping, so everybody can rotate back easily where their knives out and then take control of mid after. This is what Anger does. Supporting towards long, once it's clear, he comes back and watches mid. This round, though, Frost was already inside B, nobody is watching middle. So if Denial actually decide to push through the double doors fast, they would have caught LG off guard. Now one's dropping inside CT spawn. Oh, they never saw that coming, so Anger gets taken down, and this opens things up, and they're going to now split into B. This is a big round, and this has to be Frost that has to step up big right now. 4 guys moving inside the site very soon. He gets blinded, but he's holding in the far back inside the platform, as far back as he can. Manages to get the first kill onto Valens, but easily gets killed by Professor Chaos right after. Hades on the flank inside the B tunnels. Flom still inside CT spawn. Bomb is planted at default spot. The flash comes towards the top. It's not going to hurt anybody right here. Now they're forcing Flom to come through the window, so this is good right now with the molly being thrown at the doors. Automatic clears it up. Flom is going to smoke towards the back, and at this point, he's going to try to save. Being hunted down, they know that he's saving right now, so you can see it. They're running with their knives out. He misses. He does get the shot, actually. I thought he whiffed it. Gets a nice quick scope onto slow PC, sorry. Making it a 1 versus 1 situation. All Flom needs to do right now is to try to save his op. That is his goal, as Automatic is still trying to chase him down. He does have enough money to actually go for the chase, but he decides to stay home inside T-spawn, and at the end of the day, it's going to be the round for Denial once again.
Yep. So just getting adjusting our volumes a little bit more. So hopefully we get this all balanced out.
Yeah, sorry, I think I'm screaming too much because there's so much excitement in this game. Although it's an 8-1 score, it still comes down to the wire, so that's the only thing that's unfortunate for LG right now. Automatic spawning one, crossing over towards the towards B side from CT spawn. We'll maybe see a second one crossing soon, but look at that, he's just bobbing his head up and down, playing around with these guys. So much confidence for Team Denial. As they're making their way towards lower B, they do have a 3-man stack towards mid. Make that a 2-man stack and another 3-man stack as one just joined up on catwalk. So let's see what happens out of that. Anger hiding inside the smoke. Pop flash being thrown. Anger's going to be fully blinded, and that's going to be the easy kill for Valence. They clear out mid at the same time. Lex, last man standing now, picking up the AWP, left behind by Flom. Gets the first frag, but is about to get hunted down inside B. And Flosick, the lurker, gets the kill for that round. And this is, once again, going to hurt LG's economy. And at this point, Holden, with 63, 64, and the rest at 35, you think they're going to... Yeah, I was going to say, you think they're going to force buy? And they will.
Yep, with that op on the back of Flom, they're going to go ahead and, like you said, push up and force up because they have the ability to pick up two full power rifles and then the two secondaries. So able to go ahead and do that. And actually, Flom, excuse me, who was it? That was Automatic. Actually, does see one in mid who looked like might have been pushing lower, but I think he falls back after he sees the op shot coming in on him. And then Flom pushes up and knows that there was one suicide. And now he's got the angle at lower. He gets one. Frost gets dropped from those lower players. That is. Ooh, slow PC. just realizing his name here. Currently in game, he gets that one, and now it's back down to 44. But Flosick with just 9 HP on his back, so we'll see what happens in this mid round.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because I'm not sure if PC is for Professor Chaos or not, but just to make sure and play it safe, I'm just going to call him Slow PC from now. Lex holding towards the back of the barrel on the platform. Two guys lurking across. Sees the first one. Somehow misses a shot. He's not connecting his shots. Two guys very low inside B. At least, thankfully, that flash coming in from his teammate makes it 2 easy frags for him right after. So he couldn't get the frags face-to-face, but at least he gets them blindedly. Gets them while his opponents are blinded, rather. So Valence is going to be the last man standing. Just going for the pop flash, looking to save his gun for the remaining 36 seconds of the round. Is going to pick up his teammate's Automatic's AWP and will attempt to save this for the last half of the minute. So this is going to be 9-2, which is actually not so bad considering how there's many rounds to play with for LG right now. So if they could come back from this, we might see a better matchup on T's side, but so far we've said it. Denial have won 4 matches in a row in their last games, and they're riding this wave, and they have so much confidence right now with the way that they're playing this match against Luminosity Gaming.
Yeah, like you said, they've been on a streak and they're coming in hot here, and just these players just playing very solid across the board, and no one really standing out too much. Obviously, you've got Valence and Automatic both playing really well, and Automatic's been playing with that op, so he's sort of been battling with Frost and Flom in that regard and doing a pretty good job at it. But as you said, Luminosity here, they have the opportunity, and now that we're 4 rounds left, are they able to pick up 3 of these last 4 or all of them? They're in a decent position to be able to make a run in the second half, but it's still going to be difficult. We will see here. We've got Slow PC going ahead and going down to the lower bomb site, and we've got a big B presence here from the Denial Esports side.
And this is really the first time in this game that we see a force buy coming in with a disadvantage coming in for Denial. They do have Sanks with that Tech 9. He's the one that's going to be scouting first, but he still spent a lot of money in terms of grenades, so he shouldn't be over-peaking too much with that Tech 9 and that knife. He should use those grenades to his advantage to let these guys move inside this B bomb site. But they are counting on Automatic to try to lurk back and get the pick into this B bomb site where Lex is playing by himself. Finally, a good incendiary grenade is going to hold it back for a bit, but this gives a chance for them to lurk up just a little bit further. Missed shot coming in by Automatic, but they know that Lex is stuck right now just towards the ledge of the platform. He does get support from Frost right now, though, who's only having an M4. So let's see what happens out of that. Jumping on top, and he gets gooshed here through the box, and then taken down by Sanks with the Tech 9. So that Tech 9 going to work. Frost then trades it back, but they are taking over this site right now. Quick rotation coming through. Outshot missed by Automatic. Second one as well. Forced to retreat inside the site. At least they get the bomb fly down with some nice smoke grenades towards the window and and towards B double doors, which gives them a chance now to set up towards the back of the site. And if anybody could clutch it, it could be Automatic. But he's got to get the first kill here onto Hades, but then retaliate back by Flom. Flom is not only hitting these shots, but he's getting headshots on top of that every single time. So he's on point with the way he's aiming so far, his sniper rifle. They come in for the defuse, and it's now going to be 9-3, with them looking to come back in this game right now, Holden. But a little too late, maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what we're talking about. You know, if they were able to win out here, even pick up, you know, one or two of these next ones, you know, two ideally, so they get at least 5 rounds. They have the opportunity, but it's really going to come down to, I think, those early rounds in the second half. But let's not get too far ahead of it ourselves. They still need to try to win out as much as they can here. And again, we actually, like you said, there was a force buy last round from Nile. In this round, they're going to go ahead and they've got 3 Tech 9s. They didn't have the money to be able to do anything else. So they got 3 Tech 9s on the back of Flowsick, Automatic, and Slow PC. And Hades is here by himself,
nice.
And aggressing on him.
At least he had a big flash to start things off. Switches to the P2 game, trying to get this kill to no avail. Flowsick gets the frag, but the trade comes in across here with the support from the elevator. They drop 2 more, and now just like that, it is a 4-on-2 situation with the bomb down inside pit, and these 2 guys are now pinned as we do have Frost and Lex going on a rotation, so nobody else needs to rotate now. They know that they are stuck inside this A bomb, inside the A pit, but Anger is still going to try to push out aggressively to look through. So this is quite interesting here, but at this point, you don't want to see LG going on a hunt right now, so they're just going to play it safely and let the enemies come to them. But at this point, you still have a Tech 9 in the hands of Sanks, which could be good enough for them to open this site if they're going to try to cross through this smoke. Then Sanks is just going to run through the smoke, and that works! He gets the kill, and the outshot is missed by Flom. Sanks is going to pick up the AK-47, looking for some cover for his teammate to plant the bomb, but he eats a grenade, down to 3 HP, spots a dome here of Flom on the top of Brick. And then Lex, meanwhile, on that rotation at long, gets the last 2 kills inside the site, and that could have been a huge damage coming in right now for LG if they played it a little bit more aggressively than they did on Catwalk. They really wanted to count on Lex's flank before really peeking back out towards the elevator, which was definitely the smart move to do.
Yeah, but like you said, it got real dangerous there. When they had him pinned in along, and then they go ahead and give it up. They played it really past it. They were back in plat, and so as soon as Sangs pushes up through that smoke with that Tech 9 and gets the frag, all of a sudden Denial had the bomb site, and they were playing a retake, which isn't bad. We see plenty of teams play that retake setup completely on A, and to an extent, Luminosity's been sort of playing that in the early round. They expect them, if they were to do a full rush on Cat, they just play the retake from long. So it's a common play, but did get a little sketchy there at the end. But again, LG, if he actually, sorry, if we look at their money, they're in a pretty decent spot right now. In Denial, obviously, they get that plant that helped them out a lot as well.
Definitely, and they're at 3 rounds lost in a row right now for Denial. So if they get a bomb plant coming in here, and with the bonus money, they'll still be able to buy the next round after. So let's see what's going to come out of that. Where it's too late, it's too early still to count your chickens, as we still have a 5-on-5 situation in this round here. Moving into the 14th one, the bomb is still in the back of spawn right now, so he's just waiting back, counting on this middle lurk, and it works. Automatic through the doors, gets the kill onto Anger, and this gives him a chance to pop flash and try to take over Catwalk. But it is a very passive play for LG so far, setting up here for a retake play towards either the A bomb site. But they are creeping up on Catwalk. Speaking about the terrorist team so far, Molly inside the site, as Flom has to land a shot, he does so. The trade doesn't come in, though, so a good even tally coming in. He gets a nice kill, looking back. A nice reaction shot through the double doors of mid. Looking at the top first, but then Slow PC capitalizes back onto Lex, picks up the AWP, but Flom is still too quick for him. And evens it up on a 2 versus 2, but then Flowsick, actually it was a 3 versus 1, but Flowsick was able to clear out the B bomb site, but there's no time left on the clock. So it's going to be Flowsick trying to save this AWP left behind here by Frost, and he will be able to do so, but that is going to be another big round coming in from LG. Like I said, it was 9-1 before. They had plenty of rounds to work with, and they're making a comeback. We are seeing a game now.
Right. And actually, you look at it, him being able to save that op there at the end, it actually makes it's a pretty big deal, because if you look at their equipment, now they're actually be able to buy up a few more nades than they would have otherwise, because you actually look, there's still a bit of a force buy, just because they, they had the Tech 9 and Galil. And Saints does get the shot on the Flom, which is huge because Flom has had such an impact so far on these rounds that they've been able to win, but Anger comes up with one of his own.
Yeah, look at that. It's such an aggressive push right now for the CT side. They move all the way towards T-spawn, through the mid double doors. Anger getting down to the kill right now, and then Frost moves into the double doors and gets the op kill onto Automatic, and now Valence is the last man standing on the 4 versus 1, still in the back of the barrels of Catwalk. But oh man, did they actually catch them off guard right now. Speaking about LG versus Denial. And then an op shot taken down by Frost. And that is going to end the half 9-6. And nothing more than you could ask for. It took them a while to wake up. But they put a lot of coal in that train. And they're starting that steamroll.
Yeah, I mean, that went from being a very scary game to being something that now you know you can manage, right? It's still going to be tough. It's still not a lot of rounds that you won on your CT side, but it went from being basically a game that you had nearly thrown away to a game that you now have the confidence that you can come back and put something together with.
Yeah, and the reason why I said this for that pick when Flom died is because the op shot actually came from Sanks instead of Automatic, which actually surprised me as why they actually had Sanks off that round and Automatic with a Galil. But it did work in their favor. They did get a kill, but at the end of the day, it was still a great play by LG to catch them off guard. It was really the only round that LG decided to push aggressively towards middle and changing a little bit of their strategy of what they usually do, which is that 3-man push towards long, try to control that, and then try to hold middle after. This time, thinking that Denial was going to try to counter-strat that, just decided to go all out pushing through mid, and they won the 1 versus 1 battle head-to-head.
Yeah, and I mean, you call that mid-round. The aggression that we saw from them was nuts to be able to see them push up that hard. We've seen them aggress plenty on their pistol rounds and their eco rounds. They've come up and really pushed up pretty heavily there. But to see them actually do it on a gun round was something they hadn't really done a lot of. Anger always plays up pretty far on Cat, but to see him immediately push down mid because he knew it was open. Flom knew that Sanks was in suicide, but outside of that, he didn't see anyone else, so he goes ahead and calls it and lets Anger push up and get the frags, which really opened up that round for them.
Man, you can't really ask for more right now to move into the second half. A great comeback by Luminosity Gaming so far, coming from a 9-1 deficit to make it 9-6. Winning this pistol round will be big for them. Hopefully they don't get ecoed the round after if they do win this pistol round, and they'll be looking comfortable for a brand new game playing the T side after.
Yeah, I mean that you called it. That's really what it comes down to. As far if they were to win that, then you look at it. Yeah, like you said, brand new game. You sit back, you relax, and you say, all right, we can win. If you have confidence in your gun rounds on T side, which I'm sure these guys do, then you're going to go ahead and say, okay, we have this. But if you go ahead and drop to a 12-6 deficit, they're going to have basically the sort of comeback that they had in the first half to sort of pick it up real early and try to put something together. And I think that's, again, going to rely on the ability to get some of these opening frags. You're going to want to see Flom or Frost try to get the early frags with those ops, move them around, and see if they can open up any of the 2 bomb sites.
Yeah, and it's a great thing that Luminosity Gaming decided to step it up right now because they have a lot more on the line right now than what Denial has. Denial really only needs to win 1 single match tonight to be able to secure a spot into the ESEA LAN finals. While LG, they have to win this game to actually stand a better chance here if it has to go to head-to-head in the final records. Moving into ESEA LAN finals. But that being said, the pistol round is live underway. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESEA TV. Holden and Van Silly starting the second half between Denial and LG. So again, if you're just tuned in, we do have Slow PC, Automatic, Valiant, Sanks, and Flowsick on the CT side. Well, everybody on the T side bunched up at middle for LG. We have Flom, Anger, Frost, Hades, and Lex. And away stacked through the mid double doors right now. But the advantage comes in for Flowsick as they pushed up on Catwalk at the same time. What a huge pinch right now for Denial against LG. And they are now stuck at mid and Xbox. And they are peeking left, back, fast center, and it's going to be Hades that finally evens it up on a 4 versus 4 situation after taking Automatic down through the double doors with that headshot P250. But action still up on Catwalk. They haven't pushed back here for the CT side, and finally, after they get that kill, it's time for them to fall back and to readjust here their CT side a hold, but it's looking very good for them so far.
Yeah, And I believe, let me see, let's jump over here. I believe that was Flowsick who did a really good job there playing on Catwalk, being really aggressive. Even once that fire went out, he went ahead and assumed that they were going to be trying to fall back or try to move around in that mid. And so he aggresses up and able to get them the advantage back.
Nice.
Where it had been, oh, and yeah, Anger goes ahead and picks him up, though. And now, if we look at it, they're really across the map. You've got Anger who's up on Catwalk, and the bomb's going to rotate back behind. Lex is trying to catch up to him. Oh, boy.
He has to, like, sprint it. Anger has to win this fight against Valens. Valens solo right now behind the boxes, peeks out, and he gets the kill. This is huge right now. As this is going to be a big feat for Lex, but Valens wins that fight. 16 HP versus Anger's almost full health, but somehow the Tech 9 was weaker than a USP. You don't see that too often.
No. Yeah, I mean, he just did a solid job going ahead and being able to help them try to take that bomb site, but now with a good rotate to go ahead and close it off. Like I said, it was just a really timing thing at that point. They had wasted so much time in that middle in the early round without really gaining a whole lot of anything. They got the one frag, but it wasn't enough. So they're going to stack up here outside long, and there's actually two denial players there. That is Slow PC as well as Valens, who are going to be on the defense here. And he's actually going to push out with the Tech 9. He gets one and almost gets a second, but Valen picks up, and all of a sudden that was a really quick 4 frags by Denial, and that's it. They end the round. Valens picks up 3. Slow PC had 2. And Denial now in the driver's seat, obviously. If we look at it, obviously, without being able to get that plant down, they're not going to be able to buy here either. So Luminosity going to have to save one more, and that potentially, although, see if they put any more Tech 9s on their back. We're not going to see.
2 rounds where they couldn't get a bomb plant here, Nedlow, so that's the reason why you see them on another save here. Basically going back to old school days where you actually save 2 rounds in a row after losing pistol round, just like in the 1.6 days, so a little bit nostalgic for me right now. But on this save round, look at that, pushing aggressively through the double doors. They see nobody there, but they decide to fall back instead of trying to capitalize on this. Why? Because they have no smokes to work towards this middle and try to split into B, so they would be open season right now for Denial if they actually saw LG trying to run through towards B. With that being said, though, we did have one guy, that was Lex, trying to lurk up on Catwalk. Dead spot 2 there. Was able to put Valens down to 64 HP. I think Valens has about 3 or 4 3Ks so far in this match, so he's a huge player for the team right now for Denali Esports. Currently top fragger of the server as well at 18 and 9. Anger trying to win this fight against Valens, will be able to win it very easily as Valens on his screen was still seeing smoke. Anger trying to open up right after.
From 80s.
Yeah. Long range, too, inside the B bomb site, and who better than Hades with a deal to open it up, and then Lex gets the frag. Anger dropping inside through the double doors, headshot, but then finally slowed down by Slow PC, no pun intended. Now it's a 2 versus 1, the bomb is planted inside B, Kit picked up. This could still be winnable right now for Slow PC, thanks to the aim punch from the rifles against no armor of LG. Lex, after that bomb plant at double stack, is holding a default spot. He's going to be able to peek him first. Easy kill. 1 versus 1. Hades puts him down to 11 HP. He only has a deagle, but he does get the kill. And he's the one that was able to save the round here for LG with the opening kill inside B, helping the bomb plant, and then winning the clutch 1 versus 1.
Yeah, being able to pick up that eco there is huge for them. That, like you said, they had the Tech 9 and then obviously the Deagle from Hades, getting the long range on the guy on the back of the plat. Huge, just like you said, being able to go ahead and work into that B bomb site with it being opened up. They knew they had that opportunity. So being able to win the eco, really huge here. And now we look at it, we got LG, they spread out across the map again. They've actually got, who is that? That is Frost, obviously, with the op on his back. He's worked up Suicide a little bit, as well as Anger, who's pushing up towards mid to help support him. So no aggression here from Niles. They are on an eco. They pushed up huge, heavy long, actually. They did a big long stack. They didn't see any aggression there, so they're actually going to work back mid and put their stack towards that, which is exactly where LG's heading right now. So they're going to be very careful about this if they decide to aggress out.
And it's good, too. It's 5.7s. These things are pea shooters. They are deadly. Headshot machines right now against anything. So if it's not a take 9 to 5.7, could actually put a lot of damage inside of that. So let's see. They decide to fall back to look back towards Catwalk. They catch Hades off guard. He did have a nade in his hands. Anger retaliates back up on Catwalk right now, but Frost misses the upshot and his second one. So they pick up a FAMAS out of that one. Slow PC with the armor, trying to hold it back. Valens, meanwhile, trying to hold Catwalk as much as he could. But after Lex lurks inside B and sees nobody there, he's able to clear out the site. Anger running through the double doors to support Lex, getting the last 3 kills inside CT spawn. And Denali Esports losing this round. We do have an 11-8 score right now. But here comes the big round to determine the game.
Yeah, and you know, against pistols, against that eco, you go ahead and know that Lex is okay to play that lurk role. He's not super dangerous. It can be a little dangerous, especially with the way he was playing. He wasn't playing just a super sort of catch the rotator. He was basically going ahead and aggressing into B because that's where they evidently wanted to try to get the bomb if he was able to get in there, and he is. And so they get that bomb plant and take that site. So.
That flash would have been so good there at long. All three of them on the CT side were blinded, but nobody really pushed in through the double doors after. They're playing very slowly for LG right now, Holden.
Yeah, they're really just trying to gather information and see if they can play any sort of pick. It's the same type of thing they did in the last round where they brought some aggression up mid, and actually they've got Hades all the way pushed up mid, and he's going to get tons of information right now as he's got players rotating around him, and now they've got a 3-man presence there, and they've just got Automatic to deal with, who's going to do a flash over this box if he hears them.
Yeah, good thing right now is Frost is still scoped, so he didn't hear the scope come in to throw that flash out. But if Frost decides to unscope and scope again, this is going to be bad news bears right now for Hades and Frost inside middle. But Frost, the way that he's positioned right now, he's just waiting patiently for somebody to come out through the window, but nobody is. So they're going to smoke it out, they're going to take control of it. The flash was missed. They're coming in to the B site right now. One inside the window, head-to-head. Hades and Anger simultaneously clear out the B bomb site. A trade comes in from Automatic through mid, though. Frost looking at lower B, taking down Automatic right after that. And B is now open for business. Bomb is now planted at default spot. Last two guys, well, let's just save our guns here inside the pit. So it's going to be the victory for Luminosity Gaming. They have a lot of money right now in the bank after this round win, so they could afford to go on a hunt. So Frost is going to scout up the T-spawn first, and we do have one lurker that's going to be closest to them. It's going to be Anger. Anger is probably going to spot his opponent at long right now. Spots Automatic after that, should I say slow PC after that jump. So he's going to call for his teammates to flank right now. So you can see them, they're running out with their knives out, switching back to the flash. A good flash that's going to come in right now, but he misses the fight against Valence. A spam comes through from Frost, but he's going to be able to save this. Yes, he will.
Yep. And obviously, money situation, not a big deal for Luminosity, so to go ahead and hunt that down, not a big deal for them if they were to drop one, which they did, but not trying to drop that op, so Frost wasn't going to go ahead and try to push in on him and have the same thing happen to him. But again, we look at it, Luminosity, 2 ops on their backs, so we're going to see what they're going to work those around. That's part of the reason I think they work a little bit slower here. It's a little hard to be aggressive when you've got 2 of the scoped weapons on the back of your players. So they've just got to sort of look at that, try to get the peeks around that they can, whether it be on catwalk or long, or at this point Lex, who again is playing this lurker role in the B bomb site. Or B tunnel, excuse me. So same thing he's done in the past. This is sort of their default setup. Let him lurk there and see if he can go ahead and maybe in a late round get a pick and have them rotate around.
So our force buy coming in for Denial right now. They are all spread up across the map too, but they are going to try to take mid control. Speaking about LG and Hades, just like that, runs in, gets the headshot onto Automatic, gets rid of one rifle already at the beginning of the round, and decides to fall back after. But as you can see from the minimap, nobody is budging right now for Denial. They are playing hidden spots and angles right now to just try to hopefully catch some people off guard. But now we're going to use Anger as a scouter. He's going to try to get the entry frag into A, but if he sees nothing's there, he's going to call for his team to catch up with him to maybe work towards the A bomb site. So Valence is at elevator. And from that, he could call it out. Okay, there's one guy at elevator from how that flash was thrown. So the guys are going to decide to split towards mid to B instead. Sanks watching outside B, dropping Hades. Moving inside the site right now, we still have one holding the corner. It's going to be Flowsick. He does get the kill. Pop flash coming in. That's going to blind Flom. But he's not peeking out. Gonna throw another one in, but that's gonna catch him. Flom gets the kill with the P250. Frost, meanwhile, outside of B, getting the op kill onto slow PC, but traded out by Valence right after, making it a 1-on-1 situation. Quick flash coming in, so Valence is just gonna run through this. Flom is fully blinded. He gets the kill. He does a 180 kill with the Glock in the face of Valence. Oh my effing god.
I mean, Valence just got ahead, and he's just going to flash in. He decided he didn't want to wait for the flash to go off. He's just going to push it and try to catch him before the flash goes off, and then it does, and he just goes ahead and gets taken out. Woo! And all of a sudden, this game is getting intense. It's 11-10 here for Denial, and Luminosity is on one hell of a tear.
Exactly, and not only that, but Denial's on a save round right now, so this is going to be the round for LG to tie it. Think of how Denial is right now, how they're thinking, their morale, their momentum has been totally shut down. Like I said, they had a 9-1 lead, now it's a 1-point spread in this game as they're playing their CT side. They're not looking so hot right now. The Captain Obvious call right now from Van Silly. But now on this save round, it's pretty much going to be 11-11 right now, with a 5 versus 2 and a bomb plant about to happen for long.
Yep, and this eco just really devastating for Nile. And actually, go ahead and Sanks, that is picking up Angry, who's aggressing up towards out through Catwalk. But they've got a big thing to deal with, and Luminosity is obviously going to be aggressive here. They've got the huge money advantage, and see Flom's going to pick up one, and now they only have the one Denial player left. They're not going to let them save anything, whether it be a pistol or a rifle that they hadn't picked up yet. So,
yep. And it's a flawless victory, too, so that money, it's been rolled up right now. They're making it rain in the bank for LG.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You look on it, you got Flom, who, I mean, he hasn't really died in a while. He's got a 12 can on his back as well as that op, so I'm sure as well when he does die, they go ahead and get the op to him. So he's got plenty of money, and they're going to be in a really good spot for the next few rounds at least if Denial was to go on a tear. But again, Denial putting a huge cat presence. Look at this. They pushed 3 up. They actually boosted, and then they're going to do a fast cat, and they might catch these long guys off guard. Frost is watching it, though. He might be aware of this.
I think they heard the footsteps. Yeah, they definitely heard the footsteps from being through mid doors. So, should I say long doors? So they were able to wait back, get the kill. But meanwhile, we do have a frag towards Beast bomb side as well with Sanks. Flom's going to peek out. Both of them miss. No, actually, he does get the leg shot onto Sanks. But this is still big right now for the CT side to be able to hold it. Flashes and smokes inside the site. But after that, a smoke grenade to actually counter it back from the CT side. So they're just going to hold it back for a bit more. And look at that. A little bit of confusion happening right now for LG side. They're going back and forth inside T-spawn. And they're taking a long route. While they could just go lower B to mid, they go all the way from T-spawn to mid. So at this point, with 45 seconds left on the clock, they still don't know what they want to do yet.
Yeah, and I think they're just a little scared. The aggression from Denial has really sort of put them in a scenario where they don't know what to do. They hadn't really seen that the entire half, and now when they do see it, they got to try to work around it and figure out where the weakness is at. And finally, they go ahead and push up Cat, and actually Hades, who picks up 2. And so now all of a sudden, they've opened up this A bomb site.
Yeah, one guy watching the flank. That is going to be Flom. Who better than him to watch the flank right now? Here's Flowsick. Here's the second one moving up. Here's the peak. Gets the kill. About to go 1v1 against Sanks right now, up on Catwalk, but Sanks is just holding it back, and he gets the kill through the wall, in the face, another headshot in the tally for Flom's AWP. He should have a stat track just for headshots with his AWP. It'll probably be at over 9,000.
Yeah, but...
And not only that, but LG takes the lead for the first time in this game, Holden.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing. You look at it and you say, well, how did this game start? And it started off awful for Luminosity. I think it was 8-0 or something like that before they put any rounds, or 9-0 potentially before they put any rounds, and all of a sudden you look at it and they take the lead finally at round 23. And big for them, but again, and it puts Denial into another eco, so they're going ahead. They played really aggressive up in the B tunnels, trying to gather information. They just got to be careful because Lex is playing that looker role again and goes ahead and gets 1, gets 2. Can he get the 3rd? Yes, he does. He gets the 3rd frag into tunnels, and that's Lex going ahead again, playing that looker role and getting the aggressors who were the pistol players from Denial again on that eco, pushing up, trying to gather information, but unable to pick up Lex. And now they've got this wide open B bomb site and 2 Denial players to deal with.
Yep, and Frost is actually watching that rotation from lower B, so he could spot anybody moving in through the double doors. Alex deciding to still go on a hunt here, looking for an ace just to end this round and add salt to injury here for Denial, as they are trying to find Slow PC right now, who's now in cave. So I call this cave between the long double doors. And he's just going to hold it back here for the remaining of the round. Nobody's really close to him right now, until he's gonna hear maybe Hades. Hades making a lot of noise right now, looking inside pit. But he's still looking back towards T-spawn. And finally, here we go. Lines up the first one, but then traded out by Lex. 13-2, and now they have a 2-point lead.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, that's exactly what you want to have happen if you're Luminosity on an eco there. You want to be able to pick it up with pretty much cleanly, and that's what they do. And you look at their bank, and they've got 2 players with over 10K. They've got a couple players with over 6, so they're in a really good spot. They'll be able to buy here, even with a couple losses if that was to occur. Whereas Denial, again, even with their bonus money, with the op on the back of Sinks, they might be able to buy 1 more after this, but then they'd probably be forced into another eco. So something to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, sorry, I think I said 13-2. I meant 13-11 with a 2-point lead. So that being said, it is going to be a full gun run right now for Denial, but with small armor. So they are hurting a little bit in the economy. But at this point, the only thing they can do right now is get the money bonus every single round. So they could pretty much force buy with Famosis and everything every single round if they wanted to. That's why you see a few of them with pistols for a few rounds here to just try to bring this game back, because it is far from over.
Correct. So I'm going to go ahead and see what Luminosity is doing. Again, basically the same thing we've seen from them repeatedly. Lex is going to go ahead and be in those B tunnels playing it by himself, and then they got the rest of the guys up here in this middle area. And so far, Denial really hasn't found a way to do this, because I think Luminosity has been very dynamic. They're either taking cat or mid, and they're actually just they play it so dry. Hades and Frost both work out mid without putting anything down until super late, and Frost actually goes ahead and gets sanked, and now it's down to Automatic, who's up there in mid. He's going to come out through the smoke. He gets 1, but then it's quickly returned by Anger. Flowstate coming out there and getting 1 of his own, so now the Luminosity guys just have to deal. Ooh, and Flowstate again just playing very, very solid.
I'm just going to randomly put some ooze here and there to just have you repeat it while you're guessing. Dude. This is awesome. Bomb is planted at a default spot. A nice flash coming in as they trade it out. Valen's dropping the last one. And they even up, or they try to narrow down this gap. Easy defuse coming in. They're jumping up and down just to make sure to see if they can find an op before. But they will not be able to find one. So that is going to be now 13-12. Still in favor of LG. But man, we have a big game in our hands.
All right, and that is huge, because now you look at, again, the money. Luminosity can be fine. They'll be able to buy 1 more if they were to lose again. So that would put them the game tied. They'll be able to buy 1 more. Denial did lose a lot of players there, though. So and you look at it with the win, they lose the bonus money. So Luminosity could basically come close to shutting this out, or at least putting it to tie point if they win here. They'll be at 14, then against an eco there in the round after. So hugely important for Luminosity. If they're able to pick this up, they're going to be in a very good spot. And again, same setup as they've had pretty much round after round. But Lex playing a little more aggressively, and Saint go ahead and picks him up.
They have a double up setup on the CT side, but surprisingly, they also have a double setup on double op setup on T side too. What do you think about that, Holden?
I mean, it's really what's been working for them, and like I said, I think it's okay if they, especially when they have the money advantage, which is what they've had most of the SAP because they've been on such a tear. But they dynamically move those guys around so well that I think it's all right. And actually, Automatic does a really good job in CT to pick up 1, and now it's Slow PC. It's going to be on him to see if he can do anything, but he cannot. And now Denial's got to try to do a retake here against 3 Luminosity players.
They tried to go for the smoke and push here through the CT spawn, but that traded out quite quickly. But at the end of the day, they do get the ball plant down. A nice flash coming in for Anger to drop down and get the kill, and simultaneously gets the off shot from Flon onto Valence. And that is going to leave Flowsick on the 3v1 that's going to say, "Screw you guys, I'm going home."
Yeah, I mean, he has to, because if he was to not here, they're already going to be on eco. So if he was to go ahead and try to go for this, they'd be on an eco without a single rifle. At least in this case, they do have the 1 rifle that maybe someone can work magic, or maybe if someone gets dropped early, it gets passed around. That's the only thing they have going for them, is that they are going to be able to have this rifle, potentially be able to buy up some 5.7s or whatnot to support it. We'll see. No, they're not going to do that. They're actually going to go ahead and buy up. Wow, Slow PC with the quick M4 buy. And so I guess they're going for the win. They don't want to play for the tie here, and so they're going to have 3 M4s. So they have a decent equipment and quite a few nades. So not terrible situation for them. But again, I guess they're going to go ahead and try to play for the win and not for the tie. If they lose this here, though, they really put themselves in a spot where it's basically game over.
Oh, yeah. So this is actually an intense round, but it's going to be Frost that gets the opening kill at long. Slow PC overcommitted with that push, was caught out in the open, and that puts them at a huge disadvantage right now, and Valence is going to try to push up through the smoke with the 5.7 now. Walks through, here's the footsteps. He might be able to flank them across. Nobody's watching the flank right now. Oh, finally one turns around. It's going to be Hades.
Nice shot, though.
Puts the other one down to 30 HP. Flum couldn't get the off shot, but the gun was not picked up by Valence. Now they're going to try to come up on catwalk. Automatic, looking to get the headshot bursts. Sees one, sees two, misses all of the shots right now, but he knows that 3 guys are on elbow right now. Quick rotation coming through from Denial, through mid, through elevator, and the bomb is yet to be planted, stuck inside elbow. He
Lex
drops
on this
one.
deep flank.
Gets another one. That is Automatic going to work. Like you said, Lex is on the flank. He's able to drop the first one. Fulsing drops the bomb here. 3 versus 1 situation.
Oh, no.
Lex, the last man standing with an AK-47 in his hand. It's smoked out. He spots him. Lines up the second one, but Automatic getting the kill. And that is going to be Denial's round, all thanks to Automatic and Valence really disrupting them with a long push.
Yeah, I mean, Lex coming in late to go ahead to try to do something there, but he was just not being able to pick up anything. And like you said, Denial, Automatic and company going ahead and just doing what they could to hold off that push, doing a very good job at it. And now all of a sudden this becomes very interesting. Denial with the apparently it ends up being a very smart decision to go ahead and force up a couple rifles on their back that last round. And now they do have the chance to try to win this. And if we look at the money, it's going to be really dangerous for Luminosity. If they lose this one, they're potentially going to be in eco on the next round. So something to look out for. Both teams desperately need to win this round.
Oh, man. Can't ask for any better game to start the night right now. We have 2 more coming up here on ESEA TV, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Let's follow back with the action, though. They are looking and scoping around right now for pickoffs for the LG team. But look at that. They're all cramped up towards mid-double doors. They're going to try to go for this trade after the few nades. Maybe a flash, maybe to pop it out and go out. They're just going to hold it back for now. After spamming a little bit here, Hades will attempt to try to peek out again. Slow PC waiting CT spawn, but he was able to hear that first footsteps coming through the double doors. Here's that smoke, so it's that mid to B pick. But they have a 2-man stack inside B right now, so this is going to be tough. Maybe not. Trade coming through here as a 1-for-1 inside B. A big nade on the feet of Hades, but they should be able to take down Sanks easily. And that is Anger with another entry frag, putting 2 on the tally for this round here. So now it's a 4-on-3. Bomb is about to get planted, but look at that. Nobody is going for this right now for Denial's side. Automatic is just going to look for some exit kills, but this is actually LG's round to win. So Anger getting picked off by the op, and finally they actually decide to go for this, but I think it's a little bit too late here with what's remaining on the clock. So a flash to come through for a PC to peek out, runs inside the site, up down by Frost, looking towards the back of the site, another headshot to make it 9001 for Flom onto Automatic. Valence the last man standing, the bomb is about to go off, looking for the exit kills, risks the shot, and Flom runs through again with the pistol kill, and that is going to be game point situation for Luminosity Gaming.
Right, and obviously not going to be a full power buy here from Denial because of that. They've actually got a scout on the back of Automatic, and everyone else basically just has pistols and nades. So we can't discount it, but it's going to be very difficult for them working up against especially 2 ops and a scout on the back of Hades. So just something to look out for to see what happens with that. But they're in a very tough spot here. They're going to have to see if they can work something and maybe catch a couple of these Luminosity players off guard with their pistols. Look, Anger is now going to try to work up in the smoke. I don't know if he's actually going to peek out or just lay some spam down, try to get some rotates happening.
Yeah, right now it's still an aggressive push. They have no choice but to play aggressively right now. Playing close range because they only have pistols, but they've overcommitted on that peak. Lex able to get the kill right now inside the B bomb site. He's pretty good against those pistols. But at this point, Denali Esports stacking 2 inside B, 1 inside CT spawn with the scout, and 1 inside A. A body shot here from Automatic onto Hades, which could give an advantage right now for Valence to maybe get the kill, but as he lurks down, Frost gets the frag. So now it's going to be a 5 versus 2, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have GG pretty much written across the board. Sanks, and there you go. Both of them die instantly, and that ends the game. 16-13. What a comeback by LG.